So, herzlich willkommen zu einem erneuten Video. Heute geht es mal um das Bag von Felix Mory. Er ist schon 2 Jahre jetzt auf der Challenge Tour. Wir schauen uns mal sein Bag an. Wir haben uns jetzt seit 1,5, 2 Jahren sind wir auch mit ihm dran am Arbeiten. Er hat einen Callaway-Vertrag, aber probiert natürlich vieles aus, vor allen Dingen bei Schäften, bei Köpfen hin und wieder. Er spielt den, das sagen wir dann alles so. Okay, dann Felix, how are you?
I'm good.
Tell us what's in your bag and why it's in your bag. You have the irons.
So yeah, so I play Callaway for most of my bag besides my driving iron.
Yes.
It's a Cobra head.
Yes.
So yeah, it's just Callaway. I love this brand since I started playing golf, and they provide me with everything I need. So.
And do you which shaft do you play? I think it's the X100 to issue.
Yeah.
Always?
No, I used to play KBS shafts in the past, but
okay.
I don't know. You know, I feel like with the KBS, my irons were going a bit too far, and didn't speed enough. So I switched to X100 tour issue because I got a little more spin.
Yes.
And the ball flight just looked better to me, so I just have more control with the shafts.
Okay, perfect.
And on the wedges, I have S400s
yes.
because, you know, wedge shots, I rarely hit full shots with my wedges, so it just feels better with the...
It's a little bit softer.
A little softer, yeah.
Okay, yeah. And you play pretty heavy irons, so you play like D4.
Yeah.
Do you always play it like this? Because we have a lot of tape, or a lot of lead tape. Yeah. Do other guys also have this, or you're the only one?
Yeah, this is just a personal preference. You know, I always like to have heavier feel in the head towards the head. It's just when I swing, you know, I feel like I know where the club head is better when I have more weight. And also there's a lot of lead tape because I play mid-sized grips.
Yes.
Which are a little heavier than standard grips, so you know we need to balance the clubs with the lead.
Okay. And with the wedges, you play different bounces. What's your preferred bounce? What do you like on your wedges?
Yeah, so I have basically 50 and 56. I never change. I always play with the same bounce. You know, it's 10. Mm-hmm. And you know, most shots I play with the 50s. I played with the square face, so the bounce doesn't matter so much to me. And same as the 56, I mean, it's 10, a very standard bounce. But with the 60, I changed quite a bit depending on the condition. So mainly, I mean, I have three different bounces. I have an 8, a 10, and a 12. So it depends, you know. I always bring the 360s to everywhere I go, and depending on if the ground is firm or it's soft, if the grass is tight, then I will change. So if it's soft, I play with my highest bounce, which is the 12 bounce. If it's firm and tight grass, I will play with the 8. Yes,
and how often do you change the wedges? Like, for instance,
50 I will change maybe maximum once a year. Maximum. 56 twice a year, maybe 256 every year, and then 60 quite a bit because we play in the sand with it, so the sand really wears down the grooves.
Yes.
And it's a club where you need to have a lot of backspin on it for little chips and stuff. So I change my 60 3 times a year.
Okay, perfect. And what about your driver shafts, your wood shafts? Because we changed a lot, you tried a lot.
Definitely.
So tell us something about that.
Yeah, so as professionals, it's we are very curious. We want to have the best, what fits the best and what gives us the best numbers and the best ball flight. So I tried a lot of shafts, but after trying all these shafts, I figured I like to have a wood shaft that feels soft, even though I have a pretty high swing speed. Yes. My tempo is fairly slow.
Yes.
So I have a long swing. It's not very brutal.
Yes.
When I start the downswing, so I need to have something that feels soft. It's just what feels right to me.
Yes.
So I'm playing with Tour DDI on my fairway wood and my driver.
Yes. Which is very high spinny or
yeah, it's pretty much high launch.
High launch, yes.
It's very high launch, and I love them. I think I will stick to this shaft for a while. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
I've tried all the Ventus. I've tried TPT. I've tried a lot of shafts. They're all great shafts, but for me, the 280 Di is.
Yes, and how do you so you're very fast with the driver.
Yeah.
You can swing to 130 miles, 120. Yes, easily. But what's your preference? Do you play a fade? Do you play a draw? What do you play in your?
Yeah, so I play draws. But I can also hit a cut when I need to. You know, so some holes, you know, the visual, it's just tough to commit to a draw because there might be OB on one side, and so yeah, I play cut sometimes, but my stock shot is a draw. Yeah.
Perfect. And you like your woods a little bit open. You don't want it closed.
That's right. So yeah, on my driver, I have high loft. First of all, because I like to have a bit more spin than normal. That's because I have high ball speed. So to have control and keep it in play, it's important for me to have spin, and the main factor to increase the spin is the loft.
Yes, so you even play 12 degrees and no, not close. It's on open it up to 10.5.
Open it to 10.5. Yeah. So, and also, you know, I like when my driver sits straight on the ground.
Yes, and not close.
Well, so 10.5 is the loft I need.
Yes.
But usually 10.5 heads, they sit a little bit to the left. So that's why I have a higher lofted head that I bring the loft down to so I have a 12 brought down to 10.5.
Yes.
Then it sits straight on the ground.
Yes.
Because when you decrease the loft, you know, with the settings, usually the club sets a bit more open.
Yes.
So
very
it's just for the visual and.
Okay, and what about the spin numbers? So with your driver you can't. So you hit it far, of course, but you could hit it more. You hit it more distance. You could add more distance.
So, yeah, I mean,
with lower profile shafts, but you don't want that. You want your.
I could, you know, right now, let's say 25 degrees, 0 meter altitude. My carry is around 280 meters.
Yes.
So with that, I can, on most courses, I can carry most fairway bunkers and stuff. So it's a carry that, you know, I don't need more on the, like, to me, 280 is really a carry which takes, on most courses, all the trouble out of play. But, yeah, with, you know, it spins 2,800. That's my stock shot. But with a different shaft, I could probably, a different head, I could maybe carry 295.
But you don't
if I would bring down the spin to 2,200.
Yes.
But to me, the ratio between distance and accuracy is also very important. You know, it's not only about distance. So
it's good to know for our viewers because for normal amateurs we always want to go further and further and further, and you do the opposite. Yeah,
no, you need to find the right balance between distance and accuracy, and that's why I have higher spin. But it's what makes me shoot the best scores.
Perfect. So. And let's talk about the putter. What is in your putter? You putt very well.
Yeah, so I mean I can show you. It's a classic, you know, 2-ball 10 from Odyssey with a short neck. I tried it with a double bend, but I just prefer the way it moves with this short neck. You know, it's it just moves. To me, it's the way it moves. I don't have to force anything. It just moves very naturally.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I love it. I've had this putter for the last 2.5 years.
And you never changed anything?
Definitely will not change it. No, we just changed the grips.
Yes, we change the grips. Quite often we change all your grips because you play a lot. And also at Felix, I mean, you travel so much that your irons get really bent. The shafts get bent, maybe over the knee sometimes, but often it's just bent because of the traveling. And that's just crazy because every time you are here in Munich, we always look at the lie, at the lofts, that everything fits because you travel so often that everything gets bent.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, I'm glad I have you to help me with my fixing my clubs all the time. I think you do an amazing job, you know.
Perfect.
But yeah, it's very surprising with all the traveling. Somehow, even the steel shafts, they get bent. So So yeah, we have to adjust it, and
Yes.
it might be slight, but it makes a difference.
Yes, and do you know if you do something new about your bag in 2024 or?
No, I mean I know Callaway came up with new iron heads, but I'll stick to this for this season because I'm used to my yardage and I like the look of it. Yeah, just change my wedges. No, I will definitely not change anything this year in the bag.
And what's your destiny for this year? Do you want to go to the next step, to the next tour?
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's been my goal since I turned pro to play, on the highest tours. And last 3 years, I've been pretty close to making it to the DP World Tour.
Unlucky, we have to say.
Yeah, this year was a bit unlucky. I feel ready in my game, but I finished 30th on Challenge Tour, top 20 makes it to DP World Tour with full playing rights, and so I missed it on the Challenge Tour, but then I had another chance at qualifying school to make it to DP World Tour, and it's 6 rounds at final stage, and I missed by 1 shot.
Wow, that's crazy.
With a lip out on 18, but it's golf, and my goal is just to keep getting better, and hopefully, I'm very motivated and determined to make it to the next highest level. So
perfect.
That's the goal for this year.
Perfect. Oh, wow. With this. So, but right now you play with the draw. You stick with the draw.
Yeah.
And the little bit more upright lie helps you.
Yeah, definitely. It's perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Very nice.
That was a good strike.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 2-1 spin. Okay, that's a little bit.
You see that's slow. That's what I was expecting.
Yes. Yeah, with this head.
That's what. But it was a bit toey, right? Yeah.
Yes.
That's why it went left too.
Yeah. $128, 2.6, 297. Wow. Crazy numbers. Yes, nice one. Ja, so das war's für das heutige Video. Wir haben einen kleinen Einblick in sein Bag bekommen. Es wechselt natürlich immer mal wieder was, aber was ich ganz interessant finde, eben, dass er den Driver recht stark runterstellt, dass er 12 Grad spielt, auf 10 runterstellt, dass er diese DI-Schäfte spielt. Das sind ja jetzt auch nicht so modern, also die gibt es ja schon ewig lang und werden jetzt auch nicht so extrem häufig gespielt. Ist natürlich auch so, dass der sich extrem angenehm anfühlt, ist sehr, sehr weich. Jeder, der den Schaft mal gespielt hat, weiß, wie unglaublich der ist. Also der ist wirklich extrem gut, aber in Sachen Lounge halt auf jeden Fall in der hohen Seite und ja, Carry Distance dann natürlich auch nicht immer das Maximum. Ja, was gibt es sonst noch zu sagen? Mit dem Lie haben wir etwas probiert. Er hat früher immer eher Fades gespielt und dann hat er einen niedrigeren Lie gespielt. Und jetzt spielt er wieder einen etwas höheren Lie. Ja, und die Wedges, wie er eben meinte, sind immer durchgewechselt. Die macht er alle 3 Monate sowas. Genau, das ist so der Einblick von ihm. Wir bedanken uns fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal.